Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. And today's day started off just like any other ordinary day, winding down, scrolling through my Instagram feeds, and getting ready to call it a day. But then something incredible happened. A notification popped up from Tata Steel Chess tournament channel. Praggnanandhaa has just defeated Alexey Sarana. So I was curious. I clicked on the video, and it was a post-match interview. And by the time I finished it watching, I was completely blown away. I literally jumped out of my bed, fired up my computer, and knew that I have to show you this game. Why? Because Praggnanandhaa here pulled off a 30 move immortal of himself by sacrificing a knight and then a queen for mate in one. And let's see. So buckle up. We are diving into this most thrilling game of Tata Steel Chess 2025, which happened just 1 hour ago. Let's break it down how Praggnanandhaa outplayed his opponent in such a spectacular manner. And the game here, as you can see, with white pieces is Praggnanandhaa, and with black pieces is Alexey Sarana. So Pragg here goes for queen's pawn opening, and the Alexey Sarana goes for solid queen's gambit declined structure over here. So now the center pawn will be traded, and the bishop is pinning the knight to a queen, and now Alexis Sarana goes for the solid approach, and Pragg goes for the second top move of the engine. Yeah, second top move of the engine, which is queen c2. And now he was not ready for this move because as after this move, he says in this post interview that it was out of his preparation. But Praggnanandhaa, still being out of his preparation, he knows the idea of this is after somewhat he has to develop his bishop over here. Now what was his idea after this is he has seen something like before not here, he has seen something like this after this, and after this this develops over here, and if you just lazily go over here, then there is the threat of this and this. So he knows that bishop should be here, because if bishop would have been here, it would have attacked the knight. So what is the idea over here is, after this push, knight develops, you have to develop your bishop over here. And because now this push doesn't make any sense because this is not a threat. So what you are actually doing here is you are waiting for opponent to play something like this. And now if suppose now if you place this something like this, you can move your bishop to over here, which is the most natural square for him. And after this, and if you attack this is not a move because this bishop will be hanging. So that was his idea, that why he knew that this bishop should be developed somewhere over here, and that is what he says in his interview. No, this is not what happened. Actually, what happened in this game is after this, and bishop develops to here, and now this bishop develops over here, and now finally bishop goes to d3, h6 is played, and you can see the similar approach which is happening in this game. And after this, bishop has been traded, and now as you can see, Praggnanandhaa has a very solid structure, and he opponent has also solid structure. These pawns are over, मतलब थोड़ा सा आगे आ चुके हैं. And after this, queen develops saying कि यार ये साइड भी कासल कर सकते हैं, ये साइड भी कर सकते हैं. But it most probably looks कि वो ये साइड ही कासल करेंगे क्योंकि queen को develop किया गया ऊपर. And after this, knight develops, and here Alexey Sarana tries to attack this knight, but he forgets that this knight can just jump, and this was just a bad move because now, if you ever try to attack Praggnanandhaa on this side of the board, if he castles this side, it's just a dead position for you. How are you going to ever attack? This pawn is never going to move. This pawn is never going to move. This pawn, for moving this pawn, you need to move away this knight. Where are you going to get so much of time here? So this is just a bad position currently, which is equal according to Stockfish. So Stockfish can just shut up, and we are going to look at what Pragg does here. So now he has to play something, Alexey Sarana. So he develops his knight over here. And now Pragg castles saying, ki, just show me what you got over in this position. And he castles over here saying कि भाई थोड़ा सा aggressive game होगा and मैं full on जाऊंगा इस attack पे इस king के ऊपर, because this is an opposite side castling. But now it's matter of a fact that he who is coming earlier, and Pragg just goes straight for the assault. A4, A5. Knight needs to move. Knight moves ahead. And now this knight moves ahead, planning to go on this outpost square over here. And this knight moves back, trying to better, मतलब ये बस थोड़ा सा better position के लिए knight को यहाँ पे रखा गया, which Pragg also says किया है. That knight is in a good position. But after all, he gets his outpost square. And now this is the move played by Sirana, and Praggnanandhaa here is trying to make some sort of sacrifice happen, to sacrifice this. As he was talking in the post-match interview, that he was seeing the sacrifices, but he was not, confirmation उनको नहीं मिल रहा था कि ये sacrifice मैं कर सकता हूँ या नहीं. He was not confirming that yes, it is really a sacrifice. So after this, he develops his rook over here, which is a very good move because when you move your queen over here and you try to sacrifice something like this over here, something like this, then this rook would take this pawn because this pawn would be taken by the for the sacrifice. So this pawn would be hanging and rook should be taking this pawn. So it's just a developing move to just strengthen your sacrifices. And now Alexei Sirana saying that there are multiple sacrifices over here, threatened over here. He just tries to protect everything over here. So after this, queen comes here and now Alexis Rana says, my knight is gonna stay here, and there I don't think you have anything. But in this position, Praggnanandhaa really has something. And can you find out the move that Praggnanandhaa plays here to defeat Alexis Sarana? So, if you have solved it, just comment down below. The move here is knight takes h6. It's a check. Either you move your king or you take the pawn. So what Alexis Sarana plays here is just takes this and says, "Okay, show me what you got." Yeah, Pragg then goes this idea where rook was developed here just to take this pawn, and now this is not under attack, but Pragg is threatening this knight, and now he's going to come with this. So what are you going to do? He just tries to protect this seventh rank and says, "Ki yeah, if even this sacrifice comes over here, I'm just gonna develop my rook over here." So yeah, now what Pragg says is, okay, just first move your queen because I don't want multiple pieces to protect your seventh rank. So now queen really needs to move back. So she goes back over here, and now Pragg sacrifice over here and saying that ki, yeah, I'm coming in. And now look at Pragg not even going for here because he knows after this is coming, and even after something like this is coming, and you are just going to ask yourself, ki, why did I made the sacrifice? But again, you have to calculate this move because if now queen takes over here and then a6 is going to come and this is still winning for you. So that is the reason why Praggnanandhaa first place after this Praggnanandhaa first place a6 saying कि आपका ये रुक अब यहाँ पर नहीं आ सकता, and after this you have to do something. So Alexis Rana plays this, but now Pragg just takes this pawn. It's in check over here. He moves over here, and now the knight comes into the game, and this is very simple. You know what is coming up. Alexis Rana tries to pin the queen to the rook, but now here is what you were waiting for. After sacrificing a knight, Praggnanandhaa goes here to sacrifice his queen, and now there is no other option because it is check, and you have to take this queen. So after rook takes here, Alexis Rana allowed Praggnanandhaa to give a mate in 2 over here. And that is how Praggnanandhaa won this game. He defeated Alexis Sarana in just 31 moves. And isn't this insane? Sacrificing a queen and a knight totally here. This position was just calling for it. Starting here, basically starting from here, where on this move, where on this move, knowing the idea. First of all, just knowing the idea key where to put your bishop over here, and then yeah, just after that, um, pulling off your pieces to all the better square over here, attacking, and this is not doing anything. So yeah, creating an outpost square again, pulling off all your pieces over here. Before that, bringing the rook into the game, queen over here, and now just totally accepting and calculating perfectly that this sacrifice really existed, and he just goes for an assault. And this is just a beautiful game. I hope you love this game for today. And it's really a second video for me today. So let's hope. It's currently 3 o'clock. I need to sleep right now because tomorrow I have to just work on office tasks. And let's see. If you love this video, just share it to the people who watches chess. Like, share, and subscribe. Till then, love you. Take care. Kaljiga Bhavannu.